The big question.
All right.
The question that's plaguing the world right now.
Yeah.
Do you think 100 unarmed men could beat one silverback gorilla?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Crooks.
Really?
Crooks.
Unarmed?
Unarmed, armed, farmed, barmed. we got them. We got this. Dog, don't underestimate the power of man enough. We rule over creatures for a reason, you know that.
Yeah, but without unarmed.
Ruling over creatures is one thing. You have some sitting out there where, crazy, like even a spider bite in your sleep and I eat that wraps. You wake up, can't move. Some case you wake up, just no wake up. You see me I say? So, I don't know, for me, I don't know, yeah, I clear what I say.
Armed, you know, bro. Like without the tools is what make us so powerful, you know.
All right, so like 100 naked man.
Yeah, no armor, no just
naked.
bare fist. Just bare fist.
Well, why not emphasize naked? All right. Hey, let's not say naked. But I feel like naked is pushing it. But
yeah, no armor, no like, no, there's no just
so
basic stats.
all right,
no,
what if hear me out?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What if like 10 of them man they are jabber?
I don't think Jabba count as human.
No, because
I don't know William Jabba, but what I say is, if 100 man, no weapon or nothing, you have to ask the question now, how quick a gorilla get tired? Because if a gorilla not get tired, then we in trouble. You got have but what I say, the first set of man, call it about 10 to 20 man, would have to be cooked because if you convince them set of man, I say, yo, bro, whoever they in the front line, I gotta get robot first, No question asked. You see me? And I just have to know say there's a big possibility say in the first 10, 15, I just gonna get robot. So if you have them man they say, yo, all right, we're gonna make that the sacrifice there. I mean, we have a chance. If not, then everything I break down after that, you see me? Cause once one man start running, they say there.
hey, can we get it somewhere now? Like,
All right, okay. So you're saying if there was like 10 like 100 strong.
it's 10 of the best men physically and warrior type. You don't think 10 man, you don't think
Could beat a gorilla?
brother,
All right, I feel like we
me
need,
take on a gorilla right now. You realize that me I'll start, watcha.
yeah. You have to-
Me take on a gorilla.
brother, I think we'd have to look at the stats of a gorilla
All right, me no,
so
all
you
right.
understand.
All right, a gorilla.
Hold on.
I'm and comments. Let me know if me I go. But me just feel like 100. What if all of we attack same time?
Okay, so here's how I look at it, right?
The same time thing could have worked, but as I said, the front row, they might get the lead first, they might get mangled first. But they just can't stop. And then when me do my research on the topic, me I find out say, because a gorilla is more vegetarian or anything, them not really aggressive like that. Them primal, them more defensive, where if you rush them can defend themselves wicked. You see me? But then when I say, yo, gorilla versus a lion I go mangle a gorilla and I never even did I expect to see that. Them I say, yo, because you see me, lion a hunter, and the lion would have rub out the gorilla. One lion would have rub out one gorilla, less than 3. So now that put it into perspective, say, yo, maybe 100 man could have do some damage based on the fact that the gorilla not that aggressive and them not really near meat.
I think if 100 men coordinated, they could potentially defeat the gorilla.
So no, that's why we are gonna coordinate.
But 90 of them probably are gonna dead.
No.
At least, okay. Let me
What
be
you try to
realistic.
say? You try to say, so the gorilla now have no tree for swing pan, no nothing. We depend on
We're all
one
on the
football
ground.
field. And we
Yeah.
don't have nothing.
Yeah,
A
we're
flat
just-
football field,
it's a
100
plain.
man, one gorilla, no nothing for fight the gorilla, nothing.
Yeah, the gorilla don't have no weapons.
The
Gorilla
gorilla
don't have no
charge
weapons.
off we are charge off fight.
Yeah.
Definitely we can beat that.
You think
One-
so? Brother. All right. Let me pull up the stats.
And some know,
Let
hey,
me pull up
people,
the
some man
stats
are
of a
coward, you
gorilla.
know. Them boy are coward, you know.
Yeah.
Them boy are coward. 100 man can beat a wheel.
All right. Here's what I think.
Pull up his stats.
Here's what I think. I think one man with a spear can beat a gorilla.
One man, cause that
Yeah.
spear. Mhm.
Yeah. I think 100 just unarmed. I feel like
Brother, let me explain
you're
something.
risking it.
Let me explain something to you about you, man.
Yeah.
We have some.
I don't think one man with a spear can beat a gorilla either. Yeah, unless you know exactly where to stab. I mean, I go through him brain. A monkey brain not that big. I think. I don't know. But what I say is, gorilla skin thick too. So if you have to know what you do. You could have broke the spear. If you don't know what you do.
Something when you adrenaline
Yes.
and fear.
Yes.
Cause brother, me in a situations already where shot fire around me. And I've done some superhuman things. Okay?
Yeah.
I've done some crazy superhuman things
True.
when
And
shot a
if-
fire for me.
So
like
here's the thing.
a gorilla can't jump. All right, bro, I jump a fence one time when shot a fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a gorilla can jump the fence.
The fence was ridiculous.
I never touch it.
Yeah, but all right.
And just imagine that.
Okay.
I never touched the fence.
Okay. Here's the stats of your average silverback gorilla.
The average. So this not even a
This is
super
not
one.
even like a mega gorilla.
Not even
This is
worse.
It's not King Kong.
All right.
It's just a regular gorilla.
All
right?
then, yeah.
A silverback can weigh, this is on average,
Yeah.
350 to 500 pounds.
All right then. So easily. So bam, big show. One man that. Well, it's the big show.
Okay.
All right. So big show I run out on him.
Okay. So, all right. So, say we get the Mountain from Game of Thrones, Big Show, The Rock.
You see now you move the goalposts. You pick now the type of man them now. A gorilla goes up and pop up on 100 man there so. You know pick and choose, you just as a 100 random man with the Rock in it or one of them wrestler there in it or not. Can they defeat a gorilla? Me would have still have said it come down to coordination. You have to and sacrifice.
So yeah,
Floyd
say true.
Mayweather.
We don't need rock. We don't need the rock. That was superhuman. So
Yeah.
bam. Oh, so how strong is the gorilla?
Strength estimates suggest that a silverback gorilla is 5 to 10 times stronger than an average man.
Than the average?
Yeah.
The average.
Okay.
All right, so not the above average. So what? Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me, say, if I the above average, that means say, enough man stronger than the average man, you know.
A lot of
They must say 5 to 10 times stronger than an average man. But you know, we need to know, what do I call it now? how long them can sustain them strength. So, you know, say, somewhat lion and tiger, when them are on, them go in a burst. You see me? So after a while, them are kind of get tired, or them have to go so probably and regroup and come again. You see me? Like for a gorilla, endurance, how long them have them endurance? Because if a gorilla have a long endurance, then we in a trouble. We can't beat him.
All right. So can you
Yeah.
imagine the strongest man them in the world? That's gonna
So-
make it be not
Okay.
10 now. Now it's gonna cut down to maybe 4 times.
All right. From what I know, or from what I feel like I've seen, the strongest like deadlift I've seen is like what, 800 pounds?
That man probably a deadlift 1,000 pound out there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's say
exactly,
so let's say that.
So
Let's use that as the strongest
man
man.
and
right?
the average gorilla I do that.
Right? The average gorilla is doing that.
No problem.
No problem.
But it's a 5 to 10. So now
5 to
remember
10
now, we
times.
have 100. Strength is in numbers. Brother, a group of ants ever swam you yet?
Yes.
All right.
But how much? All right. Let me ask you a question now. Since you do that,
All right.
how much ants you think you could have killed in one swipe?
Where's it?
How much?
The ants are bite your foot, but you're not dead. Them not doing a real damage. Them just a bite you. But when you go so no one start stamp. Thousands and thousands of ants you kill for every stamp. So, so it's like if I use this analogy, 100 man can do some damage, but then can't defeat the gorilla depending on the gorilla stamina is the word I did I look for. Stamina.
How much ants would it take to kill you? You think?
How much bite you think? Dog. 100 mad ants. Let me explain something.
Yeah, but
Remember tell you, Crooks, you can't take on 100 red ants. You cannot.
You can't take on certain type of ants real. Red ants, once you step on them, you get bite, but you're not dead, but you kill them. $100 red ants, not that much. 1,000 red ants now. And you have an ant named bullet ants. You don't need much of them there. If you get all 10 of them, they're in trouble.
Look for me. You out there. You cannot take on 100 red ants.
dog,
You cannot, Crooks.
bro.
I don't care
Bro.
how much skidaddle you want to skidaddle. You could have skidaddle from now till you could have.
Bro, all right. I feel like with 2-3 steps, them would have to scatter.
But them can diverge and come back. Brother,
Yeah,
a
but
strategy I'm planning out, dog. The art of war.
Yeah, but you'd have to rely on. Firstly, okay, all right. Think about this. You're in the group of 100, right? And done set up on a plan. We'll make up a
First thing we'll do, we give them the
We'll set up a
smallest.
plan.
We'll trick him.
right. We set out. You send out a couple people first, or you send a wave of people for like tackle it first.
Yeah.
And then a next group you have like a 5-10 people that hold on one arm and then attack it in some crazy way, right?
First of all,
Go on.
gorilla have balls, right?
I believe so.
We'll win.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
you'll have to get there. So imagine this.
That's
imagine
crazy
this.
to say.
So imagine this, right? We have the plan. You run out. First 10 people got to tackle the gorilla, and the gorilla goes whoom, and then just half of them they just completely split. They just die immediately.
But that's not happening though.
That is happening. Bro,
brother.
that would absolutely happen. All right, okay, hold
How
on.
fast is a gorilla?
Hold on, let me see what else they have. The bite force.
Yeah.
The bite force of a gorilla is 1,300 psi.
What?
That's-
Dumb it down.
That's pounds per. Okay, let's do a comparison.
Our bite versus
a lion's bite force is 650 psi.
A lion bite force is 600. A gorilla is 1,000. A lion can beat a gorilla. A lion can beat a gorilla, and a lion's bite force is less than a gorilla. That means that from you go and throw all one punch, and the gorilla goes up. The hand gone. I just that he wouldn't like how that taste, and he might say, what that? You see me? I might be able to get a punch in, but bro, you punch all a gorilla, like, you have to attack the balls, you have to attack the eyeball them. Well, span a gorilla were weak. Him armpit. You know. He rough. Let me see what the internet has about. See if anybody else has talked about it.
That no one knew we needed. You might have seen the simulations, the memes by now. One gorilla, 100 men. Who would win in a fight? The internet has a lot to say.
Gorillas aren't built for long fights. They're like sprinters. They explode for about a minute and then they gas out hard.
Man, I'm taking that gorilla.
That me that say. You see, for the fact say, them rough for the first set of man, them all get damage wicked and probably get rub out, but once you pass that first wave there, him start get tired, you mash him up, man.
Man, do people know how big them silverback gorillas are?
Surround it, distract it, get on it, you know what I mean?
How are you going to kill it? I haven't heard one logical response or explanation because obviously no tools are allowed.
If we have 100 men out there who are willing to die, give me the men.
100 men versus a silverback gorilla. I want to see 100 men versus a critical thought.
Okay, here's what's not a critical thought. Let's visualize this for a little bit. We're talking about a 400-pound animal that can grow up to 6 feet tall. According to the experts, the average silverback gorilla weighs somewhere between 5 to 10 times, or is actually 5 to 10 times stronger than us humans. And just like a lot of you are guilty of out there, mostly guys, we have spent way too much time today thinking about all of this, to the point that we actually created a very unofficial Stay Tuned Now poll at work with like 63 to 38% split amongst our team. 63% going to the gorilla. But what do the experts say? Our next guest has over 2 decades of experience studying and researching gorillas. Thank you so much for indulging with us here, Dr. Tara Stoinski. I know this is a weird conversation, and I want to say that this is a dumb conversation, and I'm hoping we can talk about way more pressing matters in a second. But can you just settle this for us real quick? Like, if 100 normal, unarmed guys got into a fight with one gorilla, how would it go?
Well, it's a very interesting question, and it's been super fun to see how much it has engaged people on the internet. I talk about gorillas all day long, so I love that other people are talking about them as well. I don't think there's a definitive answer, but I have to say that I would be on the side of the humans in this case. Gorillas come to this with, a ton of power, all that upper body strength. You can see them here kind of just smashing people right and left. They've got incredible jaw strength. But I think the sheer number of humans that they would be up against, and the fact that humans could hopefully coordinate their behavior, tag team, take a little bit of a rest while the gorilla would just be going full steam the whole time, would really put the advantage in for the humans.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that we can all communicate and I guess kind of critically think would give the advantage to the humans. And also, like, if I was in that fight and I was one of those guys and I saw somebody get mauled, I would probably run the other way, which would give...
You see, if the man them now go run, we have a chance. And I should say, that alone was my main concern, the stamina of a gorilla. You see, a gorilla If a gorilla can just constantly go at you, we don't have a chance, brother, because we're stronger, bigger, everything. But then in a lot of cases, your size and how bulky you are is also a deterrent to you. You see me? For a bodybuilder, the bigger them get, the like muscles build up and everything. They're like this. They're not that flexible. So if you're smaller and swift, you're going to defeat like a strong man. Once a strong man grab you, you're in a trouble, you know. But once him can grab you, everything out the dream. But the topic is interesting and you don't know as to say. Just react to some video. Until the next one, big up yourself.